Create Studio channel, where we do a lot of creating with things you have around the house. This week, this whole month actually, in the month of November, we are putting a little spotlight on natural things, and we'll take a look at where they come from, where they'll go when they're done being used in some way. In this case, it's all nature, so there are some different places things can go, but we like to reuse them for fun projects. So we're going to make a really easy one. We're going to make a little twig tree, and the tree can be used for a lot of different purposes. You can wrap it like I did. You can wrap it and add beads as you go. You can wrap it with pipe cleaners, with wire, with ribbon, just about anything. You can even leave it without any wrapping on it. And you'll see as I make one what that looks like. So what you want to do is get outside, grab some sticks that are on the smaller side or narrower. So not too big. I like these 3 would be a good fit. You want to make sure you have, I'm just plugging my hot glue gun, have access to hot glue for this project. So this part, older kids or parents are better to do this part of the project when it comes to fastening. And we get to use our bare hands to break the twigs. So I'm going to look at the part of the twig. I want to use this one, and then I'm going to match it up with the other part of the twig so I can kind of break them in the same place. So there's 2, and then I am going to need 1 more for the bottom. I can use this one and make it a wider tree, or I can break one that's smaller. This would be a very narrow tree, and I can do a narrow tree. So since I've already done a wider tree and showed that example, I'll make it a narrower tree. So this is the part with the hot glue where we just put a little dab on one piece of the stick or twig, and then we just put a little glue on the other side. Hard to see, but that's what we've got going on. And then I know that the stick that goes on the bottom is going to be really small, so I actually don't want it to get too big. Now I'm going to put, just like the letter A, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom so that I can attach the smaller piece of stick, which is, mathematically, it's probably about 1/3 of the size of the stick. So this makes a sweet, narrow little tree. And if you like fairy gardens, you could even add more of these and make it into a ladder. But for today, we're going to make it a tree. And then I'm going to take a piece of cardboard that I already cut. So this piece of cardboard is a little, like 1 inch wide. This is a little less. And we want it to be maybe 2 inches tall. And we're going to attach it to the bottom of this tree. And maybe I'm actually going to cut it, because this is a smaller tree, I'm going to cut it narrower. So I actually cut it and accidentally angled it. Got a piece of the yarn that I'm going to use on it later. So now I'm going to glue this. I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the top here, and I'm going to attach it in the middle of the bottom. Oh, it kind of slid away, and I have to hold that for a minute because hot glue, it does dry really fast, but not necessarily instantly. So now we have a little tree. So you can leave it like this. You could wrap it with wire, and like all the things that I said before that you can do, you can even paint it if you want. I'm going to wrap it with a little yarn that I have, fuzzy yarn. So I'm going to take off a piece, and I'm just going to cut it. And then I'm going to use the hot glue gun again to, I'll start on the back, because that is the part I consider that the back with the label of the cardboard. Put a little hot glue and just fasten. I put hot glue just down on that end there, got stuck to my finger, and now I'm going to wrap it. So I got it on. I'm going to wrap it around my tree. I can wrap it any way I want. Just going to go all the way to the top, and maybe I'll go down and just get some other fun wrapping going on. So now I'm going to just do a little glue on the back. I'm going to trim that when it cools down. And then this is the base of my tree. So to make it a hanging tree, which could be part of an ornament for a holiday tree, it can be a tag that goes on a gift, or just a gift all by itself to give to somebody. Handmade gifts are the best. Then I have a piece of string. This is probably longer than I need. That's about the length of your arm, maybe just the length of the forearm. And then we will kind of put it through the top, feed it through. I might have to, it's small at the top, so I might use my scissors to kind of try to poke it through. I think I got it, yep. And then it becomes ready to hang. So I'll tie this top in a knot and trim the top of that so it's shorter. Then I'll trim off the piece that I didn't need. Sometimes these spider webs from the hot glue just stay with you. And then we have a little ornament tree. So you can make a lot of them, or you can make just one of them. They're so much fun. I hope you like this project idea. Of course, twigs and branches come from trees, which come from nature, and cardboard comes from trees that come from nature. So it's all together. And we'll be creating another project next week. So look for that. It'll be another recycled, not recycled, excuse me, natural things, but recycled natural things project. I hope you like this idea, and we will look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.